Here now, we have Togashi snitching, anime fans and K-pop fans fighting, and we also have an anime that is rising. And of course, if we stick to the end, we have some few announcements for next year, 2024 anime announcements, as well as a live action for an anime has been announced. So this is Otaku News for the week. So let's start off with the biggest news of the week, where Togashi, the creator of the show that you are seeing on your screen, Hunter x Hunter, has revealed the ending of that manga. And he basically has 4 endings in mind, waiting from A to D. Now let's take a look at briefly what he basically said about. So here's what he said. He says, for the ending, I have prepared 3 scenarios, A, B, and C, when considering the proportional reaction from readers ranging from satisfaction to dissatisfaction. The ending A is deemed satisfactory by 50% and unsatisfactory by 20%. This does not necessarily imply a high rating, but for me, reaching it will be secure in a way that does not complicate matters with excessive criticism, in my belief. So let's check out what he has to say for ending B and C. As for ending B, opinions will be divided similarly between satisfaction and dissatisfaction. For ending C, I anticipate a satisfaction rate of 10% and dissatisfaction rate of 90%. Why do I keep it at present, even with a high rate of dissatisfaction? That's because it is my personal preference. But fundamentally, I want to think to the utmost extent about that ending to the point where I might not choose any of these 3 and create what I find most enjoyable, which is my ideal and goal. So let's take a look at what he has to say about ending D, which is a very interesting part. It says, to give you a clearer picture, I will share scenario D, which fell out of the candidate scenarios for the ending. If fate takes me before finishing the manga, consider it the manga's ending. It will be happy if you forgive me for that. So that's kind of sad and depressing. But we know that Togashi has been dealing with health issues for many, many years, and he is just giving us ending D only if, for some reason, he is unable to finish the manga because of, as they say, quote unquote, fate. So what do you think? Do you think this is a good idea? This was a bad idea? Let me know in the comments. Now we move on to something very interesting. K-pop fans versus anime fans.
Round 1, fight!
So what do these 2 separate communities, what are they possibly could be fighting over? Well, they are fighting over this anime called Made in Abyss, an anime that came out in 2017, and it gained some decent popularity. But the problem is K-pop fans do not like their idols to be watching Made in Abyss. Now, as much as Made in Abyss is an adventure anime, I watched it season 1, season 2, as well as the movie. Now, as much as most of the anime is about adventure, there are some very, how to put it, some gruesome scenes, some strange scenes, you know? But the problem is, as we just mentioned before, it is blasphemous for their K-pop idols to be watching a show like Made in Abyss. Take, for example, this interesting DM that was posted on Twitter, and I read, I completely understand, and I'm genuinely sorry if any of the posts I've made regarding anime manga made you upset or uncomfortable. I really mean it. But you could also have mentioned this to me sooner, or I can't even know what that word means, or even straight up block me if you didn't feel comfortable with any of my posts. Thank you for the apology, Priscilla, but the damage has already been done. I just feel hurt that you could sit there and enjoy that stuff. You are also old enough to realize people shouldn't be reading stuff where the main characters are literal minors like a sick, can't pronounce that word. So you're saying I'm a for reading for manga? Are you serious right now? So as we see here, name calling based on the anime, which I'm sure most of these K-pop fans may not have ever watched, but may have heard something here or there. Then the name calling has begun. So, and what is so strange about this is that this is based on an interview that happened last year. One of these K-pop stars, Sobin from TXT, um, a video of him was posted online about him talking about one of the shows he was watching, which was Made in Abyss. So it's strange that a video that happened or on a broadcast last year showed up this year, and now they want to make a whole bit of drama concerning this whole situation. But I feel exactly like this lady right here.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So let's move on and talk about another interesting scenario where we are talking about what you are seeing on the screen right here, Frieren Beyond Journey's End. Because on my anime list, it is number one, and that is an incredible feat to accomplish. But what makes this such a big deal is that, for example, with Oshino, when its first episode, 1 hour long episode premiered, that was number one on my anime list for a while. But with the situation with Frieren is that it dropped its 4 episodes, and is only recently this week number one on my anime list. So congratulations to you, Frieren. But by the way, just a reminder that this video is also sponsored by
Full Metal Alchemist.
Now let's get to those anime announcements for next year, 2024. Starting off with the One Piece Egghead arc that was recently announced for January 7th, 2024. Then we have Classroom of the Elite Season 3, the 3rd of January. Blue Lock episode Nagi movie will be released on April 19, 2024. Then we have Oshinoko Season 2, a key visual was released. No specific date, but it will be coming out in 2024. And finally, we have some recent news where it has been announced that a live action Naruto is in the works. So here's the official poster. So if you enjoyed what you saw, don't forget to like. And also, don't forget to
please whatever.
So this is your anime meme for the week. And that's it. Bye bye.